Recently in Tamil Nadu, Punjab and AP,
Andhra Pradesh, yeah.
there was subclassification, and now it is in Supreme Court. I think coming December 14th, I think it's coming for hearing. So that what is your take on that? What is your opinion on subclassifying the reservation policies?
See, when we did a study on Matang community in Maharashtra, sponsored by...
Matangs or scavengers here, sir?
No.
Matangs
are...
leather workers.
They are not also leather workers. They are the second numerically largest after the Mehtars in Maharashtra. And the social structure of Maharashtra, 59 scheduled caste. The most numerically highest are the Mehtars, Neo Buddhist, 57%. And then comes 22% Matangs. They are called basically Mang. Matang is a Sanskritized kind of a... So, when we did a study on Mang community in Maharashtra, the major demand that the leaders were making, not people, the leaders were specifically making, who have been a part of various political parties, is that of a classification and separate reservation for the Mang community.
Separate means within scheduled caste category, give us separate or...
Separate, yes.
In the sense, for example, now 18% reservation is given 8 seat. You divide that and give us.
Correct. There was this demand, and there was one more demand that besides scheduled caste,
give us
separate, 4 or 6%, whatever it is, completely take us out of that group and give us a separate kind of. So two kinds of demands were there. But as we were exploring and we were going into various neighborhoods and bastis and localities of the Mangwada, Maharwada, so generally our bastis are closely knit bastis. They are adjacent to each other.
They live in close relation.
They live in close relations.
Oh, Mangs and Mahars live in very good relation.
All of them are outskirts of the village, na?
Okay, there is no any atrocity between them.
Between them there will be never atrocity.
Sir, okay, there is a Matang, Mahar, Valmiki. Among these three?
Matang, Mahar, Neo Buddhist, Mang and Sambar.
Okay.
These three together are 90%. They are on the outskirts of the village. And their localities will be adjacent to each other. Okay. Naturally, they are all untouchable for the other Savarnas. No? So, they will be out on the outskirts. The Mehtar population, which is largely the migrant population, you will not find them in villages.
Only cities.
They are highly urbanized. Their urbanization population of this community, as per 2001 census, is 92%. Okay. So these three community, if you take, they are on the outskirts. Now, the classification. So classification, if today Mang is asking, tomorrow Sambars will be asking, and then you will have the last among them might be Dhor, who are, because there are 55 scheduled caste who are only 8%. So their population literally sometimes 20,000, 40,000, not more than 50,000. Where will you put them? So there were visionary leaders from the community, and many of them actually argued that reservation as such today has become redundant. With the globalization, you have privatization, and with that liberalization, reservation has become meaningless. One is this argument. So even if you have separate kind of a reservation, are we capable enough to compete for that reserve seats? That is one aspect that they are arguing. Second, very close argument that they are making is that instead of reservation, how about building the capacities of the people? And there are numerous experiments now. From childhood onwards, from KG to PG, if you provide a good education, by any yardstick, that child will not require any kind of reservation. We just came across, we met a professor from Delhi who is a retired professor. After his retirement, he's been closely working with few schools public schools in the neighborhood. They said they have selected few children from the neighboring locality, and right from the KG, they have provided them the best remedial courses. And they did assessment of their scholastic performance every 6 months and yearly. After 5 years, majority of them were topping in their class. They topped literally in their classes. So similarly, they replicated that experiment in college, where students from the backward community have entered the college at an undergraduate and postgraduate level, and they were also provided with the best kind of remedial courses, and yet they were not able to actually cope up with some of the courses, and their grades were coming down. So the point is that when a person like me comes from a village.
Which community so you are from?
I am from Buddhist community. The erstwhile Mahar.
Okay.
When a person like me comes to Mumbai in TISS with the vernacular medium till my graduation,
Yes, sir.
and I study here and I learn my English with he goes, she goes, and we go, we do not goes, he goes, she goes, we go, they go. So that verb I did not go, so I did not went. So that kind of English with which we began. And today it took almost 20 years. 92 I left home, today 2013. Today I am able to converse with relative comfortability.
Very nice. So confidently you speak.
Relatively I can speak now. I do not have that fear of grammar. Maybe because the kind of a content that I have gives me a lot of confidence to speak. I don't have to sit with the dictionary now to read Romila Thapa.
Okay. But you have been working on the scavenging thing.
Yeah.
And that is how is that?
It is see, when I was in a village till my 7th, 8th standard, and then by 9th and 10th my parents brought me to a place called Akola, which is a stronghold of the Dalit movement, and it's an urban space. And there, as I told you, all Bhimnagar and Bhangiwala will be close. so it's a very different relationship. So I have seen very closely, interacted with the Mehtar community in my place. I have seen them, how they work, and many times actually majority of my relatives from my mother's side have been part of the municipal corporation. They were also the sweepers, they were also the that पानी छोड़ने वाला होता है ना, नल का काम करने वाला, waterman वगैरह, driver वगैरह. So one of the distance mama, maternal uncle, he was in municipal corporation as a mukadam. So many community members from this community will come in Bhimnagar and their children and all that things. So I knew what it is. But there was also a very radical kind of a militant kind of a Ambedkari sense of identity that was in us. That अरे यार ये नहीं करना है, इससे ज़्यादा लोग हमको नज़दीक नहीं आने देता है. That sense was also there, So when I came here and there was a letter from the government of Maharashtra that came to our director and he passed it on to us, mainly because we are the people who work on Dalit issues in urban context. So it is a coincidence, not that they knew that actually I am from this community or that community and whether they should actually give it to us. So two of us, Dr. Beck is a tribal and I am a Dalit. So one way that actually tribal also never had any sense of manual scavenging. So that's how then we did, and we definitely deepen our sensitivity. We further gain a lot of insights on the issue, and that has become a major area of my work now. And a few more years I would like to
work on
so
that.
keep working in that area. So that's how is the journey so far.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So basically I feel classification is okay.
Okay, sir.
Classification is okay, but classification is not a solution.
Solution. Reservations are not solution.
The solution. Reservations are not at all solutions for us. I mean, definitely it has helped us a lot in as far as 70s, 80s is concerned, and that generation has gained a lot, and we have a middle class among the Dalits now. But now I think there are two things that we should do. One is what kind of a pressure that we want to build on the corporate and on government. And second, those who have availed these facilities perhaps can now give that up. Okay. Because one generation is enough for us to, because we are in the city, we have our home, we have good secure job. Why can't we give our child that kind of education, that where she or he will also develop a sense that yes, I have come up without using any crushes. So that I think, interestingly, in 2001 census enumeration, many people said we don't want to register ourselves as Mehtars. But they said if you register yourself as a Buddhist, you will lose your facilities. You will facility किधर भी जाने दो, हमको कोई लेन देन नहीं फैसिलिटी से, नहीं चाहिए ऐसी फैसिलिटी जो महार बता के लेनी है हमको. So that means that's a change, na.
But they got it, na.
Huh?
They got it.
They have. But in the census there is no Buddhist is put into a religious category, na. What provides a auto wala that confidence to put Ambedkar's picture on auto rickshaw? When it's not a convention, when it is not a conventional thing. I mean, you will formally see Ganpati, some Devi, some Bajrang Bali. It's very common. But the moment you see Ambedkar, people look at your vehicle. If you write Attadipa Bhava, if you write Pradnyashil Karuna, if you write Jai Bhim, Sahibancha Sahib, Baba Sahib, it attracts people. Are ये कौन है? तो तुरंत it gives your identity. एक ऑटो वाला घबराता नहीं, तो हम लोग भी नहीं घबराना चाहिए. So that kind of thing is there.
Thank you, sir.